What's up, guys? It's your boy Jay. Welcome to Jay's World. So let's talk. You know how we do it, so let's get into it. And welcome to another edition of Jay Topics. Look, first I want to talk about Jay's World. That's right. I am actually on the docket. I'm talking about the set. Everything that's behind me right now. Okay, so let me let you know what's going on. Okay, I was at a party actually a couple weeks ago, and I was talking to a buddy of mine who happens to be a subscriber of my channel. He actually watches Jay's World TV. You know, we're at this party, we're having a good time, we're sitting around, and he goes, "Jay, now are you in the bathroom? Where are you filming J Topics? You know, where are you filming your snack reviews?" He said, "Are you in the bathroom?" Now, before I answer that, let me just say this. He is actually not the first person to actually ask me that. There are people who actually think that I'm actually sitting in my bathroom filming videos. Okay, first of all, let me let you officially know, this is not a bathroom. This is actually a guest bedroom in my home that I actually turned into a studio. Okay, it's an actual room in my house. Behind me, see that? Those are blinds. Okay, this is an actual curtain. This is an actual lamp. This is an actual chair with an actual pillow. I even have lighting in here, guys. This right here is an actual storage closet. Okay? I'm in an actual studio. Well, at least it's a studio that I made in my actual home. This ain't no damn bathroom, y'all, okay? I was like, what in the world? No, I'm not in the bathroom. I'm actually in a studio that I made in my home. All right? So there. Okay, next I want to talk about Andy Cohen. That's right, the Andy Cohen over at Bravo. Now, I'm not sure what Andy's position is over at Bravo at this point. I know at one point he was like the head of programming or something, and you know, he did that whole thing, and then he stepped down from that position to just pretty much be the head of the all of the Housewives. I believe he is like the co-founder of the Housewives franchise or whatever, you know, the Real Housewives of Atlanta, of Potomac, of Seattle, of Beverly Hills, you know, that whole thing, you know, that they have over there at Bravo. I do not talk about the Housewives stuff on my channel. I just don't, you know. There are plenty of reviewers out there that do a wonderful, wonderful, great job at talking about those ladies over at Bravo. So I don't do it. But ever so often, I actually speak on, you know, what's happening over at Bravo. You know, if something strikes my interest, I'll talk about it. And this particular subject did strike my interest. Right now, there are a lot of things going on over there at Bravo, particularly with Andy Cohen. I think there is a book out called Everything's Not Diamonds and Rosé, or Rosé and Diamonds, or something to that effect. It's apparently it's like a tell-all book, you know, talking about the behind the scenes of everything that's going on with Andy Cohen and those ladies over there, you know, on the Housewives shows. This book has actually been published using Andy Cohen's publishing company. So people are beginning to connect the dots, and they're saying that, what's really going on? Okay, so you know, you have that whole thing, and then there's the whole issue of colorism over with the Real Housewives of Potomac. You have that whole thing going on, and they're saying that, you know, they're alleging that that Andy Cohen is a bigot. Some are even calling him a racist. I believe Nene Leakes herself accused Andy Cohen of being a racist. Okay, I'm just gonna say this. Now, I had actually, believe it or not, guys, I addressed Andy Cohen's 2 years ago, right here on J Topics. To me, he does exude bigoted ways, borderline racist. Andy Cohen is fake, and I'll be honest, I do not care for Andy Cohen. And I called Andy Cohen out a couple years ago on my channel, and I said all of that to say this. Andy Cohen, in my opinion, on that show, on Watch What Happens Live, or when he's hosting the reunions of a lot of those, those housewives shows, Andy Cohen leads as a white male with privilege, and I think a lot of people get caught up with Andy Cohen and the fact that he's an out and proud gay man, and he's gay, and that's an oppressed group, and and he's very understanding, and Andy, you're so shady. We love Andy Cohen. And particularly with the Black housewives, and I'm directly talking about them. I'm talking about those ladies over in Atlanta and those ladies over in Potomac, particularly those two groups. And the fans, because guess what? You Housewives fans, y'all get on my nerves too, because sometimes y'all can just act real simple when it comes to Andy Cohen, or a lot of times you guys pick and choose when you hate Andy Cohen. And it seems to me, you only call out Andy Cohen when he comes after your favorite character on that show. Now let's look. Kenya Moore, for example. I happen to be a huge fan of Kenya Moore. I love Kenya Moore. Kenya Moore is the villain of that particular show. She is. Kenya Moore understands the assignment. When Kenya Moore goes to work, when those cameras come on, Kenya goes right into character. She goes right into role, and she do what needs to be done. She gives what it gave. Is that how the saying goes? I don't remember. But anyway, I remember how Andy Cohen was very aggressive towards Kenya Moore. I remember how aggressive Andy Cohen was towards Nene Leakes. Well, definitely passive aggressive, if nothing else. I remember how passive aggressive Andy Cohen was towards Monique Samuels. Y'all remember that? It was last year during the reunion when Monique Samuels said, no, I don't need this check. I don't need this little check from this show. That's not how I eat. That's not how I feed my family. And Andy Cohen, in all of his white male privilege, he starts to attack her husband, saying that, he's not in the football league anymore. I mean, is he still working? I remember how aggressive he's been towards, what's the girl, the little tiny petite girl with all the mouth, Candace. He's been that way with her. Here's the thing that I want to say to all of my Real Housewives fans. If you're going to call Andy Cohen out, you have to keep that same energy with him. I really feel that Andy Cohen treats the Black housewives a certain way, and he treats the white housewives another way. Now, across the board, there have been physical altercations on all of those shows. But it seems to only be a problem when it's with the Black housewives. He's even referred to physical altercations with the Black housewives as love and hip hop, though he never did the same with those shows featuring the white characters. Like, what's that, New Jersey, when they had that whole fight? Remember that? All of the families, they were fighting in some resort or some hotel or whatever. There's definitely a difference. Now, look, to all of my new subscribers, look, y'all know this is J Topics. We talk about race, we talk about sexual orientation, we talk about politics, we talk about everything. And if you've ever watched any of my J Topics, any and everybody can get it. Because one thing about me, I keep that same energy, okay? So I'm talking about race right now, y'all, okay? And it just is what it is. And I'm sorry. I've said that before about Andy Cohen, and I'll say it again. Andy Cohen is a bigot. Andy Cohen is not this cool gay white guy that you guys so love. Andy Cohen, when he moves about at Bravo, he leads as a white male with privilege. I'm sorry, not sorry, but he does. He does not walk into that door saying, waving the gay flag and saying that, oh, look, I'm gay. No. He definitely knows his power, and he knows what that power means, and he leads with his white privilege. Now, you guys may disagree with me. I'm sure I pissed some of you guys off. Okay, that's fine. Let me know down in the comments. It's okay. We can have a conversation, and it's okay for you to disagree with me. Just keep it respectful. So I'm curious to know, what do you guys feel about Andy Cohen? I want to know, do you feel that he's a racist? Do you feel that he's a bigot? Or do you feel that I'm wrong? Let me know down in the comments, because I would love to know what you think. All right, next I want to talk about Sheri Shepherd. Hey, Wendy Williams. Yo, Wendy. Hey, Wendy. You better come get your show back. Wendy, you need to get better and come get your show back, because y'all, I'm telling you right now, Sheri Shepherd is killing it. Like, Sheri Shepherd really, honestly, is amazing on that show. I mean, she's very comfortable. She's very, very relaxed. I mean, she's very engaging with the audience. She's talking to, what's the one producer that Wendy usually talks to, you know, with the blonde hair. She's talking to that lady. She's talking to Norman on the side, you know. I mean, she really acts like it's her show, you know. I mean, Sheri is pretty amazing. And I'll be honest, y'all, I'm not that big of a Sheri Shepherd fan. You know, Sheri Shepherd has been problematic in the past for me, you know. I remember back in the day when Sheri Shepherd was on The View. Remember that? You know, this is the same woman that thought the planet Earth was flat. You know, this is the same woman that did not realize that there was actually people on this planet and there was life before Jesus Christ. You know, I remember her telling one of her co-hosts saying that, oh, no. The Earth started with Jesus. Because I'm a Christian, I know. There was no life on this planet before Jesus. Sheri, who is your pastor? Do you go to Bible study? Yeah, she really honestly said that. She said that the earth started with Jesus Christ. Okay, as a Christian, let me just break this down to you, Sheri. Have you ever heard of the term BC, which means before Christ? Yeah. There was actually life and people and things going on this planet before Jesus Christ came to earth. You know, God sent his only begotten son down to earth to save me and you. They nailed him on the cross and he died for all of our sins. Wash, rinse, repeat. You see how that works, Sheri? But anyway, that's a whole nother subject. But anyway, so Sheri has always been problematic for me. You know, I have to say, I ain't never really cared for Sheri Shepherd, but I'm beginning to warm up to Sheri a little bit. I am, you know, and whether I like her or not, I have to give her credit. Sheri is just amazing on that show. You know, even when Wendy comes back, I would really hope that Sheri Shepherd gets her own show. I think she would be amazing and great with her own daytime talk show. She really, really is good. And the fact that she is a comedian, that helps her a lot, you know, because comedians are very on the ball. You know, Sheri is very much like this with the audience or whatever. You know, she has jokes and she has comebacks. She's just really, really good. So God bless you, Wendy Williams. I wish you a speedy recovery. I know you're gonna come back and be amazing as you've always done. And to that company that's producing the Wendy Williams show, you might want to give Sheri Shepherd her own show. She's worth it. All right, guys, that's it. That's all I got. Please don't forget to rate, comment, and do what? Subscribe. Please subscribe to my channel. And after you subscribe, please don't forget to head on over to Instagram and check me out at jaysworld.tv. That's JAISWORLD.tv on Instagram. And I'll holler at you later. Peace.